straw bale planting. Really the ultimate deep mulch planting when you get down and you think about it. Because what is deep mulch? Well, it's just organic matter. And what's a straw bale? It's organic matter. Now the beauty about a straw bale is if you don't have a raised bed or any other kind of container, this works perfect. So whether you're growing herbs like basil, some lettuce, some of your root crops, carrots or beets, some of your summer squash, zucchini, crookneck squash, and if you started too many peppers or tomatoes like I did, this might be the perfect solution for you. If you were with me when I set these up, you'll remember we have to charge these bales before we can plant in them. You got to be really careful to get bales that aren't treated. I know this doesn't have any graze on or any other spray on it because the seeds that were in these bales, they went ahead and germinated. That's why they kind of look like chia pets. And there you go, the start of our new straw bale garden. Now taking a look at one of these bales that we just turned over, we got a little bit of soil stuck to it. It's really started to break down nice. And I know that we had mushrooms growing along the side of some, and we also had seeds germinating in these bales. But by having this soil here, I know that there's life starting to work its way down into the bales. If you're gonna make a straw bale garden and you're just using fresh bales, you're gonna wanna charge it. That means you need to mix up some kind of fertilizer and really wet your bales for a week or so. When I turned them over, there was some really good soil stuck to them that had a lot of life in it. We were gonna let that rain soak that down in and help charge these. But then the rain came and boy did it come. The garden's really sloggy, so right now I think it's a good time to go ahead and talk about how we're gonna plant out the straw bale. Now I've got a secret weapon. I met a man, John Wilson, and he made some Johnson Sioux compost. Now that's an aerobic compost system and it's full of really good microlife. Doesn't take very much. We're gonna put that in the bottom of each one of the holes. Now to plant in a straw bale, we are gonna go ahead and we're gonna dig holes as big as we need for whatever we're gonna plant. We're gonna add some soil and then we're gonna let the straw bale just break down like compost. Now I have this set in here kind of cattywampus. So this would be the north corner and that's the south corner. Maybe I should have squared it up, but what's the fun in that? So thinking about how we want to lay this out, anything that might get tall, oh, that's the other thing. You really don't want to plant okra or corn or anything that you know is going to get really, really tall. Anything that we do plant here that might get some size to it, we're going to have to put a trellis or some kind of stake. Or like we're going to plant a tomato here in the north corner, I'm going to have to put some stakes up for that. We're also going to plant a pepper and it'll need a stake eventually. The basil's going to be small enough and then we're going to go ahead and put some root crops down. I am going to have one zucchini and it might get pretty big. And we're also going to plant our first sweet potatoes. But I'm going to put that in the mulch that I have around these square bales. And this is where a good serrated pocket knife or a hole saw if I had one, we're going to go ahead and remove a little bit of this straw. Then I'm going to put some of that Johnson Sioux compost down in the bottom of that. We're going to go ahead and put a little bit of soil in there, and then we're going to plant as normal. I'm going to come in a good 6 inches from this corner. I still have the wire on here, and don't worry about that. This is a carbon steel. It's just going to rust. It'll bring iron back into the system. So I'm just going to cut just a little bit of hole, and you can see it's broken down quite a bit. It's not hard at all. So I'll be able to dig down in there. And I'm not going to get rid of that. I'm going to leave that kind of up on top because we are going to go ahead and we're just going to mulch back. So I'm down here just a little ways. If you look down in there, there's already fungus and there's life. I think we're good to go. So I'm going to put just a little bit of compost down there, then we're going to fill that with soil. Now he said don't use very much of this, so I'm going to trust him. I'm going to put it down in the bottom. He said make sure it's buried. Then we're going to put a handful of soil in here. The seedlings that we started, they've been good and hardened off. They've been outside, they've been soaked, they've been dried, they've been wind blown, they've been all sorts of things, but just look at that root. So I'm going to go ahead, just like everything else, I'm going to plant this a little deeper. I'm going to pinch those bottom leaves off. I'm going to pinch this next set of leaves off. And then we're just going to take our soil and we're going to backfill. I'm going to snug that down in there. And the straw that I removed, we're going to go ahead and use as a mulch. This is on the north corner. This is probably going to be the biggest plant we have in this bale setting. I'll plant a pepper in the same line. And we're just going to do the same thing. We're going to come in a little ways, both sides. And if you need to cut some of the fibers, I've seen several different ways to place the bales. I'm placing them flat side up. I kind of like the way the fibers run that way. I may be wrong. And this is a fun little experiment. If you have to cut a little more, so you just make a little hole. We're going to add just a little bit of this compost. Because the best way to use this compost is you mix it with water, then you strain it, and then you apply it that way. But we got all this life, and we want to charge a bale, so I think this is going to be a perfect way to do it. And then just fill in some soil down in there. Little hole. And I'm only going to plant one of these peppers out here. I think we're going to put some peppers in some containers up to the house. These aren't hot. This is a nice little green pepper. And we'll see what we get. And with this pepper, I'm just going to plant it to the surface, just as deep as it was in the container. Snug that in. Backfill with a little bit of mulch. I'm going to go ahead and pop off 2 of these bottom leaves, just to help it out a little bit. And there we go. So now I think what we're going to do is plant an herb, which is a companion to both the pepper and the tomato. And this is one of the basil starts we did 2 weeks ago. And just look at the roots coming out of the bottom already. That's how fast you can up pot basil. And this looks like a perfect spot right here. Get just a little bit of this compost in there. And the basil, it doesn't matter how deep you plant it. Remember, the entire stem will root. Backfill in around it. And when these grow, we're going to have tomato, basil, and pepper. Ooh, that'll make a nice dish. Okay, so these aren't going to get so tall, so I'm just going to make a little trench. We're going to go ahead and plant some root crops and some lettuce. If you need to cut through that, if you need to cut through the fibers, that's okay, but you can see we still have soil from when we turn these over. So I've just made a little trench here. I'm not going to add any compost to these seeds. We'll come back and water with the compost tea later, maybe. But now that I have that trench, I am going to go ahead and put some soil in here. We do have a nice little carrot rosette. I'm just going to roll that in my hands and get some seeds out. We're going to plant this real heavy. We'll thin it out as they come up. That's just soil contact, just light little covering, good and moist. And has anybody ever said you can't have enough beets? I'm not going to get too crazy with the beets, because we're getting crazy with the carrots. One little row of beets. Then I think we're going to put a little batch of lettuce here at the end. And we got 3 or 4 different kinds in here, so we'll see what comes up. This ought to be fun. Light soil contact. This should get some size to it. So we're going to come back here just a little bit. We're only going to put one little patch right here. But this zucchini ought to become nice. This ought to be a nice zucchini plant. We'll see. The same thing. I'm just going to charge this up a little bit. But you can see how wet that is way down in there? That rain did what we wanted it to. That's down there. Let's put just a little bit of this compost in that hole. I'm going to put a little bit. Then I'm going to put some soil in there. Fill that up with soil. Make a little depression. Let's get a couple seeds in here. We'll see what we get. I'm going to plant 3 because of that old show, Three's Company. Am I dating myself? I'm going to put just a little bit of mulch. When we water that in, we want to hold that moisture. Okay, now we got all our seeds planted. And we got our plants planted. Oh, well, not all of them. I would put sweet potatoes on the other side. But there's something I know about sweet potatoes. In my garden, they tend to like to go towards the peppers. And over there, we've got some hot peppers. So I'm going to put them on this side, and we'll let them vine out this direction. So I'm just going to move this mulch back just a little bit. But just look at look at the mushrooms that grew in here. So I know we got fungus among us. So we got mulch. So we got straw sitting on top of hay mulch, sitting on top of wood chips. So I'm going to plant this just like it was a bale. I'm going to make 4 little depressions. We're going to go ahead and add our compost and our soil, and then plant our sweet potatoes. So I'm just pulling that back out of the way. Sorry, mushrooms, you don't need to be there. So that's out of the way. I think we're good to go. We'll put just a little bit of this Johnson Sioux compost in here. This will be a nice test to see how well this does. Just a little bit in the bottom of each one. John, I'm putting just a little bit. Okay. Seal this up and save the rest for later. Put a handful of soil in each one. Okay, got a little bit left. Now, like your basil, your sweet potatoes, the entire plant will root. Got it down in there on soil. Backfill with a little soil itself. We should be pretty good. And then I'm going to take that mulch and push that mulch back in up around it. Now typically we don't plant out our sweet potato beds until Memorial Day. But I believe these have been hardened in. These have been sitting out on the yard. They've gone through all that weather. I think, ooh, there's a worm. There's one of our helpers. Thought it was, that kind of startled you. Well, that worked out real well. Trust me, I did not plan that, but that's fine. That worked out real well. Snug that down in there, and then and with everything that you plant, you want to water it in, even as wet as it's been here. I want this all to settle. We definitely don't want any air pockets around these roots. With the straw bale garden, it's going to be kind of like a container garden or a raised bed. It'll tend to dry out faster than the deep mulch. It'll hold moisture, but you still want to check it. Right before the last couple days of really heavy rain, we came out and really planted. And I've been asked whether or not we soak our beans. Check this out. And this year, by pulling that mulch back next to the trellis, we are soaking the beans. We created a little dam. All of that water should be soaked in by morning. And the peas really did well through the storms we just had. We're gonna have fresh peas here directly. And you can do this too. So whether you're planting peas or beans, whether you have a straw bale garden, whether you have a raised bed, a deep mulch garden, or just a container on the windowsill, get some seeds in the ground. You'll be glad you did. With some of the tips I received, this is how simple it is to plant in a straw bale garden. Of course, I did get that secret weapon, the Johnson Sioux, but that just goes back to whatever you're gonna do, you're gonna wanna charge your bale. You're gonna wanna have some kind of nutrients in there. You're gonna wanna promote some kind of life. Because after all, this is just a straw bale. Ultimate deep mulch planting. You can do this too. Till next time, remember, take care of yourself, take care of your family, and God bless you. Come on, let's plant.
Let's go plant garden.